Welcome to Instant Trivia, episode 1943. Ready? Let's go. What was the name of the colony established by William Bradford and the Pilgrims in 1620? Plymouth Colony. On August 21st, 1911, the painting La Gioconda was stolen from the Louvre. By what name is this painting better known? Mona Lisa. What color are the berries of the rowan tree? Red. Which crop was devastated by a fungal outbreak in Ireland in 1845, triggering the Great Famine? Potato. In which country did the World War II evacuation of Allied troops known as the Dunkirk evacuation occur? France. Which 1984 film stars Eddie Murphy as a street-smart Detroit cop who travels to Beverly Hills to investigate the murder of his friend? Beverly Hills Cop. Which Dodge model shares its name with a device used to recharge electric vehicles? Charger. Sha Tin is a district in which city? Hong Kong. Who directed the films Clerks, Mallrats, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Kevin Smith. Which bird species is scientifically known as Larus argentatus? Herring gull. Which animated TV character famously said, "I'm not normally a religious man, but if you're up there, save me, Superman"? Homer Simpson. The tribute band When You're Strange pays tribute to which band? The Doors. In the Catholic Church, what title is given to an ordained male clergy member authorized to celebrate Mass and administer most sacraments? Priest. Which New York City hotel did the Beatles stay at during their first visit to the United States in February 1964? The Plaza Hotel. In which Italian region is the town of Pisa located? Tuscany. Which part of the eye is a muscular, pigmented structure that comes in different colors and determines a person's eye color? Iris. Which chemical element, discovered in 1898 by Sir William Ramsay and Morris Travers, has a name derived from the Greek meaning new thing? Neon. What term refers to the humorous swapping of initial consonant sounds between two words? Spoonerism. In which country is Ladies in White, Damas de Blanco, an opposition movement made up of the wives and female relatives of jailed dissidents? Cuba. Invented at Texas Instruments in 1958, what innovation became the foundation of modern electronics? The integrated circuit, microchip. What 1998 film features Lindsay Lohan in dual roles and is a remake of a classic movie that originally starred Hayley Mills? The Parent Trap. In retail terminology, what does the abbreviation MSRP stand for? Manufacturer's Suggested Retail Price. Which popular nickname refers to the fundamental particle associated with the mechanism that gives mass to other particles? God particle. Which former White House press secretary who survived the 1981 assassination attempt on President Ronald Reagan has a major gun control law named in his honor? James Brady. Which dance discipline uses the Vaganova, Russian, French, and Cecchetti methods? Ballet. Duluth, located on the shores of Lake Superior, is the fourth largest city in which U.S. state? Minnesota. Which iconic band, fronted by singer Debbie Harry, rose to fame in the late 1970s with hits like Heart of Glass and Call Me? Blondie. What substance do camels store in their humps to use for energy during long periods without food or water? Fat. Which highway, also called the Will Rogers Highway, was part of the original U.S. highway system and ran from Chicago, Illinois to Los Angeles, California? U.S. Route 66. Who wrote the poem The Hunting of the Snark? Lewis Carroll. What term, derived from Greek meaning empty tomb, denotes a monument erected in honor of a person whose remains are elsewhere? Cenotaph. What traditional sport involves training birds of prey to hunt other animals? Falconry. On which continent is the vicuña found in the wild? South America. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Margaret Thatcher. Which major military campaign launched by North Vietnam in January 1968 significantly shifted American public opinion about the Vietnam War? The Tet Offensive. Which film stars Hilary Swank as a determined boxer who trains under a seasoned coach and experiences both triumph and tragedy? $1 Million Baby. In which Commonwealth country is the New England mountain range, whose highest point is Ben Lomond? Australia. Which organ grows to about 20 times its normal size during pregnancy? Uterus. Which film critic was famously paired with Gene Siskel on a television show where they debated and reviewed movies? Roger Ebert. Which classic Akira Kurosawa film, widely cited as a major influence on Western cinema, features a group of samurai defending a village from bandits? Seven Samurai. Which modern country, the historical homeland of the Mongols, was linked to the founding of the Golden Horde? Mongolia. To the nearest whole number, what is the value of absolute zero on the Celsius scale? Answer, minus 273 degrees Celsius. Which tropical fruit, known for its soft texture, has been severely impacted by the fungal Panama disease? Banana. What animal participates in Olympic dressage events? Horse. Who created the character Count Dracula? Bram Stoker. How many of King Henry VIII's marriages were annulled? 2. Who painted Luncheon of the Boating Party in 1880 to 1881? Pierre-Auguste Renoir. Which country is home to the historic counties of Clwyd and Gwynedd? Wales. From which Middle Eastern country do all of the United Kingdom's golden hamsters descend? Syria. Who conceived and choreographed the Broadway musical A Chorus Line? Michael Bennett. That's the end of the show. Thanks for playing. See you tomorrow.